Okay, so picture this. You are stuck inside a digital circus. You have zero idea how you got there, zero idea how to get out. And now, someone just dropped proof that episode 8 isn't just going to move things forward, it's going to take us back. What is up, everybody? Over the last few days, a serious amount of early episode 8 material has started showing up online. And I'm not talking about guesses or fan-made stuff, actual previews, real screenshots, behind-the-scenes content. Some of it checks out, some of it is completely fabricated. And today, we're sorting through all of it. Because once you line up every piece of what we've got, episode 8 is looking like the most game-changing one yet. Let's break it down. Right off the bat, not everything floating around online is canon. So the first question we gotta answer is, what's actually real? Here's how we filter that. The biggest clue is whether a leaked image connects to something the show has already planted. And in this case, it does. Remember those moments in episodes 6 and 7 where Caine kept pulling up photos of a specific room inside the circus? That office-style space he kept studying? Well, one of the images that recently started circulating shows that exact location. Same layout, same setup. That kind of detail doesn't just appear out of nowhere. The writers clearly built toward this. On top of that, Gooseworks, the show's creator, posted one of these early scenes herself. That immediately gives us a solid reference point to stack everything else against. And when you factor in that certain screenshots match files insiders say are already uploaded on the platform, we've got layered confirmation here. Not every single leak holds up under scrutiny, but a whole lot of it does. And trust me, as we keep going, you're going to see exactly which ones matter. Now, let's talk about the character who's clearly running the show next episode, because based on sheer volume alone, the answer is obvious. It's Ragatha. Think about the pattern here. Out of every early preview that's leaked, Ragatha is in almost all of them. Solo, with others. Different angles, different settings. She is everywhere. And in storytelling, when one character dominates the early material that hard, it means they're the focal point of whatever's coming. But here's where it gets a lot more layered. One specific image, the one Gooseworks dropped herself, featuring Ragatha and Kinger, placed Ragatha in a very deliberate spot. The exact same position where Pomni stood when she first arrived at the circus way back in the pilot. Now, coincidence? Maybe. But then fans started noticing something else. Back in episode 2, way before any of this, Kinger specifically mentioned Ragatha's first time at the circus. Talked about how long it took her to settle in. Fast forward to this new image, and Kinger is standing right beside her in that same arrival spot. So what's the show actually telling us here? Episode 8 is going to dig into how Ragatha originally ended up in this place. Her origin. And for a character this central to the story from the very start, that's massive. All right, now we're getting into the part that's going to sound a little crazy, because the evidence here doesn't just point to simple flashbacks, it points to something else entirely. One of the leaked scenes shows Ragatha standing in a background we have genuinely seen before. Not something similar to it, the exact same frame, from the pilot episode. Same composition, same everything. The only difference, last time it was Pomni in that position. Now it's Ragatha. So either the show is recycling assets with zero intention behind it, and if you've been watching, you already know that's not how this crew operates, or Ragatha is somehow existing in a moment from the show's past. She's not just remembering it, she's in it. And that weird warped visual effect on some of these leaked images, that's not a rendering error. That distortion style is a textbook storytelling signal. It's how shows visually communicate that a character has been displaced in time. You've seen it 100 times in different shows and movies. It's practically a universal shorthand at this point. Now, is there any outside support backing this up? Actually, yeah. The Digital Circus community has been assembling a time travel case for weeks, specifically tied to all the loose threads involving Ribbit and Scratch from episode 7. Both of those characters dropped heavy hints about past events, hints that still don't have answers. And Gooseworks has publicly spoken about how episode 8 is designed to directly follow up on episode 7's storylines. The cleanest way to deliver those answers? Go back and witness them firsthand. Oh, and speaking of Ribbit, yeah, we got a leaked image of him too. Relaxed pose, dreamy background. Looks cool, right? Here's the catch. That one's almost certainly fake. The character model is subtly off compared to what we actually saw in episode 7, and multiple people traced it straight back to a fan animation that got passed around as if it were a real leak. So not everything in your feed is gold. Stay sharp out there. So if Ragatha's backstory and a possible time travel mechanic are the emotional engine of episode 8, what does the actual main adventure look like on the ground? From everything we've gathered, it's staying inside the circus. The adventure isn't taking us somewhere new and wild. It's happening right where we already are. And honestly, that tracks perfectly if you've been paying attention to the last couple of episodes. Look at the shift in Caine's behavior. Episode 6, he completely abandoned his original plans and just handed everyone a pile of weapons. Episode 7, he told the whole group to take a day off, do whatever they felt like, maybe hang out at the beach. The guy has been pulling back harder and harder from actually running things. And that slow withdrawal? It's been quietly pushing the adventures toward whatever unfolds naturally inside the circus walls, rather than some big orchestrated event. Episode 8 keeps that momentum going, but with a twist that reframes a lot of what we thought we understood about this show. And if you want the full picture on exactly what that means, I put together a full breakdown in my other video that ties every single thread together. Every verified leak, every hidden clue, every connection, all laid out so you can see the whole thing clearly. Link is right there in the description. Go watch that next. But before you close out, if this is the kind of content you're here for, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already locked in, and drop a comment down below. I genuinely want to know. Do you think time travel is actually part of episode 8? I want to hear your take on this. Until next time, stay sharp, stay watching. Peace.